Dokkodo Precept 19. Respect Buddha and the gods without relying on their help. Here's a question. Do you feel this way right now? God, please fix this for me. I have no choice but to leave it to fate. If I pray hard enough, someone will save me. Here's the truth, this waiting for divine intervention is exactly what keeps you powerless for life. What I'm sharing today is Dokkodo Precept 19, one of the 21 teachings that Miyamoto Musashi wrote 7 days before his death. What will happen to you in these 7 minutes? On Monday morning, you'll transform time, spent praying to God, into time spent taking action yourself. You'll shift from depending on others and fate to trusting your own power. You'll replace "someone will save me" with "I will do this myself." In other words, you'll transform from someone tossed by fate to someone who creates their own fate. This video will be that turning point, more powerful than reading 100 self-help books. I guarantee it. Let's begin. Miyamoto Musashi Dokkodo Precept 19. In English, respect Buddha and the gods without relying on their help. It means honor the divine, but never depend on divine intervention. Trust only your own power. Now wait a minute. Don't rely on God? Isn't that disrespectful? No, that's not it. What I'm about to share is not feel-good self-help philosophy. This is the life philosophy of a man who fought over 60 death matches and never lost once. Words written 7 days before death. Think about it. When there's a duel tomorrow, what happens if you're praying, "God, please help me"? You rely on prayer and neglect preparation, and you lose. What Musashi teaches is not reject the divine, but don't surrender your agency to the divine. Respecting the divine. That's important. That's culture. However, depending on the divine and abandoning your own responsibility. That's the problem. Musashi thought this way: the only one who can save me is me. In Musashi's era, many samurai prayed to gods and Buddha. Before battle, they prayed at shrines. They asked Buddha for safety. This was expected. However, Musashi was different. When he saw shrines or temples, he showed deep respect. However, he never prayed, "God, please make me win." Why? Because the moment you rely on God, weakness enters your heart. The expectation that God will protect me turns to despair when betrayed. And more importantly, you surrender responsibility for your own life to something outside yourself. What Musashi teaches is this: the divine won't save you. Only you can save yourself. Why do we rely on the divine? Because we believe I don't have the power. I can't do it without someone's help. I have no choice but to leave it to fate. All I can do is pray to God. However, Musashi says, you have power. Believe in it. If you have time to pray to God, use that time to prepare. Before leaving it to fate, do everything you can yourself. The moment you rely on God, you become powerless. However, the moment you trust yourself, you become unstoppable. In the era Musashi lived, dependence on the divine was fatal. Samurai who believed, "God will protect me," neglected preparation and died. Samurai who resolved, "I will protect myself," never neglected preparation and survived. Musashi was the latter. That's why he never lost once. No, Musashi-san. But praying to God calms the mind, right? I understand. I get it. But look carefully. Many people depend on God or others and don't believe in their own power. Have you had experiences like these? The divine dependency trap. You have an important exam. You go to a shrine and pray for success. "God, please help me." However, you haven't studied. On exam day, you fail. "God didn't help me." What happened? By relying on God, you abandoned your own responsibility. Musashi says, does God make you pass? No. Your effort makes you pass. If you have time to go to the shrine, use that time to study. Another example, dependency on others. Your life isn't going well. I wish someone would help me. If I could just meet the right person, things would change. You've been waiting for years. However, no one comes to help. What happened? Depending on others, you're not taking action yourself. What Musashi teaches is this: no one will save you. Only you can save yourself. When Elon Musk started SpaceX, no one helped him. NASA, investors, everyone said, it's impossible. However, Musk didn't pray to God. He believed in himself. And he became the first private company to deliver a rocket to the space station. He trusted himself, not God. One more: surrender to fate. You've given up thinking, this is fate, so there's nothing I can do. Things don't work out because I have bad luck. Only lucky people succeed. What happened? Blaming fate? You're not taking action. Musashi says, fate isn't given to you. You create it. Modern society constantly whispers to you, Rely on someone. God, fortune telling, spirituality, everything says, rely on this and you'll succeed. However, Musashi says, the only one who can save you is you. Those who depend on God or others remain powerless forever. Only those who trust themselves obtain true power. Which will you choose? Let's clear up common misunderstandings. Question 1. Not relying on the divine means rejecting God? No, Musashi doesn't say reject God. He says, don't depend on God. Respecting God, I'm grateful. Depending on God, please save me. Respect and dependency are different. Question 2, but doesn't praying make us more positive? Temporarily, yes. However, Musashi asks, is that positivity coming from God or from yourself? Positivity from relying on God disappears when God isn't there. Positivity from trusting yourself never disappears. Question 3. Isn't trusting yourself arrogant? No. Musashi doesn't teach be arrogant. He teaches believe in your own power. Arrogance, I can do anything. Confidence, there are things I can do. The former is delusion. The latter is resolve. So what should you do starting today? Just 3 things. Action 1. Transform prayer time into action time. Time going to shrines, checking fortune telling, relying on spirituality. Transform all of it into time-taking action yourself. If you have 30 minutes to go to a shrine, use those 30 minutes to study. If you have 10 minutes to check fortune telling, use those 10 minutes to make a plan. Many people realize through this transformation, when I transformed prayer time into action, my results changed. Why is this effective? Dependency transforms into action. Action 2. Transform. Someone will save me into, I will do this. When you think, I wish someone would help me, rephrase it. I will do this myself. Life isn't going well? I will change it myself. No money? I will earn it myself. This rephrasing programs self-responsibility into your brain. Many people realize by continuing this rephrasing, no one saved me, but there were so many things I could do myself. Why is this effective? Divine dependency transforms into self-responsibility. Action 3. Make a trust in myself list. List everything you've accomplished so far. Small things are fine. Passed an exam, completed a project, overcame difficulty. Review this list. I've accomplished all of this. Many people realize by making this list, even without relying on God, I had power. Why is this effective? Trust in yourself is strengthened. How was it? Miyamoto Musashi's Dokkodo, Precept 19. Respect Buddha and the gods without relying on their help. From a life tossed by fate to a life creating your own fate. From God save me to, I will do this myself. Experience this transformation yourself. If you found this video even slightly helpful, please like and subscribe to the channel. Well then, see you in the next video. Thank you very much.